everyone, and welcome again to American Firearms Network. We appreciate all of you who are watching our show tonight. We hope you like, subscribe, and share. And those of you who are already subscribed, we really, really appreciate you. So tonight we're going to talk about situation awareness. And what I always say is it really common sense? What do you think, Paul? Is it really common sense? You see all these other YouTube channels out there, gun guys, situation awareness. There's a million shows on situation. It's all the same stuff. Watch your surroundings and look over your shoulder. But it really is. You see people who are really not paying attention.
They're not paying attention.
Okay, and that's what people who carjack and all this other stuff look for. People who are just not paying attention.
Well, we're in the age now of the cell phone. The amount of people I see walking down the street with their heads in their cell phone, not paying attention. I was always aware of a situational awareness because coming from England, we don't have guns. You can't go out and buy a gun like you can in the States. So I was brought up in the city. It's like a concrete jungle. And I tell you what, going out at night, you had to be aware of your surroundings. You wouldn't walk down a dark alley.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's certain parts of London that you wouldn't go in. And if you did go down there, you'd be aware of where you were at any given time. So that's always helped me when I transitioned coming to the States and then got involved with firearms and becoming an instructor. The situational awareness aspect of it wasn't a big issue for me because I was always in that mindset. It doesn't matter where I am. I'm always looking for my exits. Okay. Mm-hmm. When I go into a restaurant, I make sure I'm sitting where I'm facing the main entrance.
Yep.
I never turn my back to somewhere where somebody can come behind me. Yep. So I'm always looking, and it's not being paranoid. It's just being. You just have to have it in your mind that at any given time things can go south.
It's almost similar to training with your firearm. You just get so accustomed just to being alert, staying alert to situations that are around you. And like you brought up, in those tough streets of London. I lived in the Bronx.
Yeah.
I lived there for 5 years, I think. Mm-hmm. Born in Brooklyn. There was a chapter in my life where I was in the vending machine business.
Yeah.
I had machines all over the Bronx. I had a warehouse in the Bronx and Harlem, Washington Heights, Queens, all 5 boroughs. And I'll tell you, I had incidences, right? I told you, one time I got carjacked, I got caught in a store hold up.
Yeah.
Okay, and what they do, you're not even knowing it. Okay, they see everything, they're watching you.
They're watching you.
And I never expected it coming. Okay, I was in a store, and they came back, and me and the store owner literally got tied up.
Man.
We weren't paying attention. We didn't know. It was hard, right?
Right, yeah.
They just roll right up on you. You know what I mean?
You never know.
And even in those situations, when they're rolling right up on you, if you're training properly and you're aware, you already made a decision how are you going to react in that scenario. You're practicing that, hopefully. You're mentally getting there, like, okay, if someone's coming at me with a gun or whatever, you should know how you're going to react. Easier said than done, but you have a better chance by being really, really aware of your surroundings. And when you get to a certain location, a certain place, what are you going to do if this kicks off?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Even if I go out with my wife in the evenings, and I got this from living in London, you never allow your wife to walk on the outside when you're walking down the street. So she can't be on the outside, the cars are driving by. I never do that. I always put my wife or my kids on the inside, and I'm on the outside.
Right.
Because I have to be able to protect them.
Yeah.
If someone's on the outside and someone's driving by, the first person they're going to hit is the person on the outside. And I'd rather take a bullet for my wife than my wife take a bullet for me.
Understood.
Because that's how I am. As a man, I think that we have to be able to be there to give our life and lay down our lives for our families. So that's what I do. Yeah. So I'm very mindful when we go out in the evening, listen, when we go to the store, just be aware of what's happening around you.
And if you have to, let's say you're driving and, for whatever reason, you have to go into a dangerous part of town.
Yeah.
You have to, whatever. Maybe there's one store there that you have to go. Pull right up in front, put your hazards on. Double park if you have to. If you got to run into the store for a few minutes, Don't look for a spot. All right, maybe you're going to risk a ticket, but if it's at night, who cares?
Yeah, yeah.
Who cares? Double park your car, put your hazards on, go in, do what you have to do, and come out.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay? And that's what you should do. You should always park in the right places to make sure you're out of that danger zone.
Yeah.
Okay? It's very, very important.
Very important.
You know, when you go to gas stations, right?
Yeah.
That's always a big thing.
That's a big thing.
For situation awareness,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Pay attention.
Yeah.
Stay alert. Know what you're going to do. Start thinking about it. And it's not like you said, it's not a paranoid thing. It's just mentally preparing yourself for the worst situation and staying alert.
Exactly.
Stop daydreaming. Stop looking at your phone. Stop whatever. Look around. Because there are predators out there. There's people that want to rob your money, take your watch, take your jewelry, grab your car. And this goes on all the time. And I can't tell you, and you know, the viewers out there, you know this. You know, there's so much stuff that goes on in this world that is never, ever makes the news.
It never makes the news.
Ever.
I'm going to give you a quick test.
Yeah.
I'm going to put you on the spot.
You got it.
Okay. You're walking down the street. It's a dark night. You're walking down the street on your own. And as you're walking down the street, you have 4 or 5 guys walking towards you. What do? Do you continue walking towards them, or do you cross the street?
I'll cross the street.
There you go.
I'll cross the street. Yeah, I'll cross the street. I'm not looking for trouble.
You're not looking for trouble.
I'll avoid trouble at all costs.
That's good. That's good.
But I'll be prepared.
You'll be prepared.
You know, they don't let me cross the street, right? We're going to be prepared, and I hope that I can handle myself at that point.
Right.
And hopefully, all my training that I do shines during that potential horrible situation.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I think, Todd, as instructors and as people that are allowed to carry, it's really important that we make sure that we don't ever have to use our firearms.
Yes.
I will try and run away from a situation.
Yes.
But the only time I will use my firearm is if my back's up against the wall and I've got no way of escape.
Yep. Yep.
And I think that's so important.
And one thing that I always incorporate as an instructor, and I know you do also, I talk about situation awareness while I'm talking about it. Even though they're here just to learn about guns and the basic fundamentals of gun shooting, I'm talking about it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm putting it in their head. Hey, be aware.
Be aware.
You know, and I go through some of the stuff with them, with my students. It's very important. You know,
definitely.
So anyway, thank you guys. That's just a little taste of situation awareness, and it's not always common sense. We appreciate you. Thank you. For our new subscribers or new people just watching, thank you so much, and we hope you share our channel with other people. Thank you.